routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
2nd and 10. In motion is Myers. 2nd down, Lawrence. He's got Myers on the completion. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a 1st down after a gain of 7.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That is caught by Washington. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Keane Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's strange. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll take nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll run. It's Amari DiMercado. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. Greg Dortch deep to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Cards offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Now DeMarcado. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On the ground, DeMarcado. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
That's another Cardinals.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll run. It's DeMarcado. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Over the middle, it's Harrison. 11 yards on the connection there. It's an Arizona 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cardinals first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Reset, gonna throw. Will set up the screen to DeMarcado. This drive's gonna continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's a run with their tight end. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution, Mike. It's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better execute.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Brandon Drive. Touchdown, Cardinals.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Jaguars nothing. Chad Ryland to
Here's Ryland now.
Arizona.
After the TD, he'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Jags offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. And it's caught out wide on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now a screen set up for Etienne. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars First down. A gain of 12.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
The carry here for ETN. And they'll have it across midfield down the opposing 46-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second and 5. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Jaguars.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
ETN now on first and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 29, here's second and 4. To throw is Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A gain of 11.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now here's Lawrence. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He'll step up and run this. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Getting 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll go play action here with Brissett. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here's a run going left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
a touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. It is 3rd and long as we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. And that is incomplete.
intended for Michael Wilson.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and a yard. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Jacksonville.
First down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's complete to ETN. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. On the return, it's Dortch. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. We're set. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. A gain of 48.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Play action, and here's Brissett. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming now. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Here is Brissett. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Trying it wide. Touchdown, Cardinals. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jaguars 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Etienne. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
To throw is Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. They have the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 15.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Forced to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. This runs straight ahead for Etienne. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Washington. 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Keeps the score.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. That's Harrison in motion. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard
But two-time Pro Bowler Josh Hines Allen gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Brissett. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchdown. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return is not going anywhere. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Throwing again, Brissett. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals will take A 21-7 lead.
21. Jaguars 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Team Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And the Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 12.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the handoff, it's ETN. Past midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Lawrence now on 2nd down. This one complete to Washington. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He'd missed twice already. This one goes through. And the Jaguars cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Amari DiMercado to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped him.
In trouble, and down he goes. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On comes the punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. On the return, here's Washington. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. That's swung out to Etienne. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's Thomas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Lawrence. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended
Buda
for
Baker
Jacoby
with the
Myers.
coverage
Incomplete.
defensively, able to break that
Leads
one
to
up.
second and goal.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Little's kick
The kick
is good. And
Makes
the
score
Jaguars are able to get it back within a
Jaguars
score.
13.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one
The Cardinals
through the
take
end
over
zone
first
for a
and
touchdown.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Cards offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On the ground, DeMercado. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Greg
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost, and they've got to find a way. When they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Team Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. A throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. We'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be from 56 yards away. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll run. It's DiMercato. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get this out wide to DiMercato. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now it's Brissett. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 6 yards to
He's
go.
usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
The Jags offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
This one hauled in by Thomas. And he's into the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
In motion is Myers. They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him, cannot bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now DeMercado. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the inside handoff. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He's got his tight end. That's McBride. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Throw it. Brissett. Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. ETN now on 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it is Allen. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. 1st down picked up as the running game comes through.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here with Chewton. And the Jags are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Facial Chewton. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will up the lead to 5.
Jaguars 29, Cardinals 24.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
It's a gain of 17
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it to the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Back at the 17-yard line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Brissett. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
It's now third down and 14.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Brissett. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the 41, here's second and 4. Keeping it in the air, here's Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 33.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run it for the first time with the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Cardinals! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5.
Jaguars 36, Cardinals 31.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. We'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A carry here for Allen. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. The tight end going in motion to the left. on the ground. Here's Tootin. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Will Johnson there on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
It's a gain of
11 yards as they move the chains.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
You just love to see this effort,
down,
especially on
Jaguars.
third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Run over center now with Tootin. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
The 7-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And
it is brought in the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. First and 10, here's Brissett. He'll swing this one out wide to Carter. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Here is Brissett. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st down, Brissett. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On play action, Brissett. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10.
Actually, a really nice play there defensively, Mike. And initially, I thought that penetration was going to bring him down in the backfield and bring up 4th down, but somehow, nice job by the back, angling his way forward. And I think he's going to get this 1st down by about the length of the football.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Brissett. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a handoff, running right. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and short yardage. It's Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett on the scramble.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5.
Jaguars 43, Cardinals 38.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This drive begins with a run by Chutin. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Play action now. It's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Walter Nolan. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Cards offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now this looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Play action, and here's Brissett. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. To throw is Brissett. Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now, Brissett. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throw it. Brissett. Now a screen set up for Carter.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To the air again is Brissett. He keeps it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That was incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, it's Brissett. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. So here comes 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Sacks just continue to be a huge problem all game long, and it's just a brutal time to take one. Now, I understand it's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way as the quarterback to throw that ball away.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.